Hey everybody, John Chapman here from the Acoustic Shop, home of the Dreadnought Guarantee. I'm really excited today to talk about something that I think is really cool, and that is the new 1955 anniversary models from Martin. Martin has a long history of making tribute guitars, but every so often a model comes along that seems to fly under the radar. And today it's these guitars, both in a D18 and a OOO style. I'm gonna give you 5 reasons why I think these might be some of the most overlooked and coolest tribute guitars Martin has ever produced. I know you guys wanna know what sets these guitars apart and what makes them unique, but before we do that, let's talk about the specs of these two. Both of these are gonna have reclaimed spruce tops with a printed top, this time with a gloss finish, which looks really, really neat. It also will have mahogany back and sides, also in a gloss finish. The neck here is listed as a select hardwood. It does look like a mahogany to me, but I know that gives them some freedom in the future when they run lower. It does have the 1.11/16 nut width, which is period correct, as well as the golden era modified low oval neck shape. It is satin finished, and it does have a dovetail neck joint. Scale length on the Dreadnought's going to be at 25.4, where the OOO will be 24.9. Bracing pattern, this is where it's unique. It does have the rear shifted, non-scalloped Sitka X brace. As far as the fretboard and bridge, this will be period correct in that it will have a rosewood fretboard and rosewood bridge. Tuners are really cool on this. They will have the vintage style Clouson waffle back nickel tuners. They look super cool. It does come with a bone nut and saddle and a hard shell case. Now inside the guitar, it does have a paper label that does have the model name as well as Chris Martin's signature, and these are going to be numbered in sequence, so it will be 1 of 70. So it could be number 17 of 70, whatever it happens to be. In this particular case, I'm holding one right now, it's number 53 of 70. Okay, so on paper, it's an incredible guitar, but specs only tell part of the story, so let's get into reason number 1 why this tribute is so special. Number 1, the finish. This is actually really cool, and when I saw this, it kind of blew me away. I'm really impressed. They used the Mamaki print, which you guys have seen on the Street Legends. They're great deals, but in a satin finish. Adding the gloss to this is really neat, and it gives it a whole new look. It does look old, it does look real. So the Dreadnought is different than the OOO. They each have their own character, but you can see it looks cool as it is, and I think the gloss finish gives it a very 3D. It's almost as if they had an old guitar that had been refinished and they didn't fix all the dings and nicks in it. Reason number 2 is the wood itself. That spec sheet says that it's a reclaimed spruce top, and I think that's really cool. This is the first time Martin has ever done that. These are old growth Alaskan spruce tops that have been from various different buildings. I don't think they have exact ones of each one of the tops, but they are definitely using reclaimed tops from old buildings, bridges, historic operations, whatever it happens to be. This is the first time Martin has done that, and I think that makes a really cool story. Reason number 3 is the vintage correct details. I think this is where they knocked it out of the park, and I find this to be a really cool reissue. First is the hardware. I love the waffle back tuners. This is really, really cool, and it does have an aged look to it. It is accurate. It is exactly as they would be on this. But I think even more important is the bracing, and this is where I know we're going to get a little bit of pushback on this. It is a rear shifted X brace, which is correct for a 1955. It is a non-scalloped braced guitar as well. And for you purists that think that the only sound that Martin has is that late 30s sound to these guitars, you're sort of right, but believe it or not, there's a lot of people that prefer it, and sometimes it even includes myself. Do I prefer to have that more vintage pre-war sound? Sometimes, but there's songs that I grew up listening to that had this sound, the non-scalloped, the rosewood fretboard. It's a different, unique detail, and it's something that I think is important to quite a few buyers out there that are not available to them in the standard lineup as it currently sits. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this video. In fact, if you are, please take a second, hit that thumb, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Put a comment out there. It's really important. It helps to keep this going. In fact, we're on our way right now to 75,000 subscribers. And once we get there, we're going to be giving away $3,500 worth of guitars and prizes. It's actually going to be one big prize for $3,500 worth of product. All you have to do is watch the video that is in the link here. It's called Giving Away $3,500 worth of our favorite things. And you put a comment in that, you will be entered to win a $3,500 prize. Reasons number 4 and 5, I had to do them together because they're both kind of tie into each other. Number 4 is, this is a cool project. This is Chris Martin's 70th birthday this year, so that would have made it in 1955. He found 2 real 1955 examples that he liked and wanted to make reproductions of it for his 70th birthday, and that makes for number 5, which is extremely limited. There's only going to be 70 of each of these made, again, as part of that 70th birthday. Only going to make 70. Both those make it a very cool guitar to collect, also have its own unique sound. There's a lot of neat going on here, and it's not just a celebrity that we had sign it. This is actually a really cool reproduction of a guitar that probably would have fallen off the radar, but is very important to Martin's history. So when you put all this stuff together, the specs, the next gen finish, the historic woods, period correct details, the story behind it, as well as a limited run, you get one of the coolest projects to come out of the Nazareth factory in a long time. Definitely a gem that I think has been overlooked and needs to be paid attention to. For the full written specs, as well as high resolution photos of these guitars and other great Martin guitars, just click the link in the description, and thank you all for watching. We will see you next time at the Acoustic Shop. Well, if you think this is a cool guitar, we actually have another video of a very similar style guitar. In fact, it also has a printed top, and we talk about the Mamaki printer and how it's done. It is about the Street Legend guitar. In fact, we set the record straight in this video of why you should check out the Street Legends. Click this video. I hope you'll enjoy it, and we will see you next time.